And there we are. There are the goddesses. Fina and Rhea. Everyone looks absolutely overjoyed. The goddesses, Lilia, and the descendants of the 6 priests have been waiting for Adel. Mr. Adel! That was amazing! To be honest, I'm a descendant of the 6 priests too. Priest Hadel was my ancestor. Kinda cool, huh? Definitely a little cool detail. The whole time you were fighting, I prayed that you'd be able to banish the Black Pearl from the world. Then I heard a shattering sound, and I somehow knew everything would be alright. Everything can be like it was before. Finally, everyone can live in a world free of fear from the demons again. I should be happy, but I can't stop crying. Tarf, please don't cry. Once you start, I'll start too, and I won't be able to stop. My name is Maria Messa. The blood of Priest Messa runs through my veins. The demons offered up sacrifices in hopes of tracking down the descendants of the priests. Darm knew that what the goddesses were planning, and he feared they might succeed. I'm sure that the only reason I'm still alive after the sacrificial ceremony was because of the priest's bracelet. So many lives have been lost in order for us to finally achieve peace again. I'm going to build a monument in the bell tower to commemorate those who were sacrificed there. Adel, you did it! My last name is Dabby. I guess the priest Dabby is my ancestor. The goddesses told me in a dream to come here. When I first met you in Ramia village, I somehow just had this feeling. You were the one who would lead us to this age of peace. It's amazing. At long last, Ys has been set free of its ancient curse. It's like a whole new beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm babbling, but I'm just so excited. In any case, I really want to see the villagers again. Now that we can enter the shrine freely, Reg will be ecstatic. Keith. Adel, it's me, Keith. You probably don't recognize me since I'm not a demon anymore. Magic had vanished from the land, and with it, so did the curse that made me a demon. When I was trapped in the rock prison of Burned Bless, I distracted myself in reverie. Then I remembered when my sister was killed by demons. I remembered what she said to me 6 months ago, on the evening she was killed. It was like her blood had stained the sunset, and then she was dead, and all that was left of her was her words. She said, "I feel sorry for the demons." At the time I simply didn't understand. I was consumed by sorrow and rage at the loss of my sister, and I couldn't make any sense of what she'd said. But now that I'm no longer a demon myself, I think I understand. Back in Burned Bless, when I held the Black Pearl in my demonic hand, I was suddenly flooded with incredibly dark emotions. Demons are controlled by a bottomless well of evil intention. They can't create anything. Destruction is the only thing that they know. But Marl loved to make things. When she said she felt sorry for them, perhaps this is what she meant. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't really the time for such talk, is it? Now everyone can be happy and at peace. Adel, let me say it again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Adel, you've really done it. I was standing in front of Darm Tower, and I saw the top become engulfed in light, and you shot into the sky. Because of the manner of your victory, I feel certain that Asteria will see many changes soon. Without the shadow of the demons looming over us, people can again stand on their own 2 feet. Now we can start working on rebuilding. We really have control over our lives again. You were the one that reclaimed that right from us from the demons. Adel, what you have accomplished here is representative of a true hero. Please stay with us here in Asteria. We need your courage to help us rebuild this ravaged land. Adel, you did it! I had a strange dream before I came here, too. To be honest, I was in shock. I dreamt that the goddesses appeared before me and said that Ys was returning to Earth, and that I had to go to Solomon Shrine. I woke up and looked to the sky, and there was Ys, right in front of me. I had to run like mad, but I just barely made it here in time for the final battle. So, Adel, the magic that spawned the demons was the same magic that kept Ys afloat in the sky, right? The power of magic seemed miraculous. It was made to give us prosperity, and so quickly became a part of our everyday lives. That, in a way, controlled us. We brought the power forth, and in so doing created the means of our own destruction. If that's true, I can only grieve. Everyone owes you an amazing debt of gratitude, Adel. Thank you. You've brought peace back to us. I must congratulate you. Oh yeah, Dogi's eager to see you again. Good old Dogi. Oh, Adel, I'm so glad that you are all right. When you were in the midst of the final battle, I thought my heart was going to explode. Maybe it did, and I somehow came back to life. If you want to say something, you'd better say it now. Koban, don't embarrass me. Adel, don't worry. I'm really, really happy that you're safe. After 700 years of separation, the people of Ys and the rest of the world can again be joined. Many grievous, glorious days await, far more so now than ever before. From this time forward, there will be no need for goddesses or priests. One by one, all will come to believe in themselves in this new age. The two of us will see to it that all magic will not be revived. We will watch over the land and make sure this peace endures. We will never forget you or what you've done for us, Adel. Thank you so much. And then she looks over to Fina. Maria, let's take our leave quietly, shall we? Yeah, Maria's right. Adel, we're going to head back. As they slowly start to clear out to give us some space. Goban looks to Lilia for a moment before continuing to walk away. Adel continues to stare forward as Lilia runs away. Rhea looks to Fina, walks over to Adel, and winks. That's special. You only get that if you give Fina 5 items and give Rhea at least 1. Which is why I gave them both max items. She walks up to the very height of what used to be the tallest point in their local world, looks over, looks to Adel. There's so much I want to say. I don't even know where to begin. After you rescued me from the basement of the shrine, I stayed at Jeva's house for a little while. I feel like I understand everything now. I never knew so many wonderful people lived in the world. This world has no need of goddesses or priests. And now even the land of Ys will be a thing of the past. I have so many memories from my time here, but the best will always be the time I spent with you. I want you to know that, more than anything else. And she smiles. During the time I spent with you, more than anything else, I felt human. Poor sad Fina. I must go. Rhea is waiting for me. I hope that you think of me, and when you do, you'll remember me, not as a goddess, but just as a girl. She closes her eyes. Oh, she looks so sad. Farewell. And she walks away. I'm getting a little bit choked up. I know it's silly, I just really get into my games. They glance at each other from far away. Poor Adel says Fina. Which is, I think, the only time in a Canon Ys game that he really talks. And that was Ys 2. Ys 1 and 2 complete, to be completely accurate. That was a bad joke. Unintentional. There's Ys by Darm Tower. And that was Ancient Ys Vanished, the final chapter. But that's really not the final chapter. Though we won't be coming back to Ys until Ys 4, after a little bit of a segue into Felghana. Well, look at that, they're all so happy and hugging. Well, actually, we'll be paying a little bit of a step over somewhere else first. Well, back here, actually, in the past. Apply to the fan translator, you can go there if you want to. Nightwolf was head of the project management. Most of these websites, if I recall correctly, actually aren't still up, sadly. Which is really a shame. And there's the special thanks. And I'd like to take this moment to thank everyone who's watched, everyone who's commented, everyone who hasn't commented, everyone who will watch. And I also want to take a moment to thank everyone involved in the translation project, the forum Ancient Land of Ys, and most importantly, Songs in the Morning, who, without, I would never have thought Ys was anything besides Wise, a funky little side-scroller for the Super Nintendo, with no prequels that I knew of, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. You just gotta love this art. It's such a happy song. There's the ruse. Looking out, wondering what's going on, because there's no flaming mode anymore. Which, hey, that's good for the ruse, right? And now they get to walk around all happy, because the world is as it should be. And that's good for the ruse, too. And there's their little mana tree. Well, Rototree. They love Rotofruit, which will become very important in Ys Origin. Which will be my next Ys Let's Play. I actually intend to do all of the Ys games. I'm going to go back to practicing for my perfect run of X. And there they are all happy running around Nultia. Poor cute little Rue. Ah, don't worry, there's a way around. Ah, they're just so cute. Netroo dances a little bit, then decides to take a nap. And there's the Steeps of Noltea, no longer encrusted in ice, since they're no longer a protective barrier. There's Dogi, along with everyone from Minia and Asteria, because now Ys and Asteria, they're one again. And everyone's super excited. The final battle, I didn't remember it being so easy, but I think I'd never used the elixir before for some odd reason. As you can see, you don't even really have to worry about it when your health gets low, rather when your shield runs out. The second time you do, which, to be perfectly honest, I could have done it a lot more skillfully, but yeah, didn't even have to do that twice. Or Darm, rather Dals. Both Dals and Darm were done in one take. And there's Lilia looking all excited and happy. And there they are together. There's Goban. There's Luda. Yay, Dogi! Giving Battle a little bit of a hard time. Goban joining in. Luda can have the silver shield still. Aw, that's such a great picture. If you didn't take it from him, but I wanted to do this the right way. So, I also want to give a special thanks to Falcom. They continue to make excellent games. So hey, go out, get the PSP port of this game when it comes out. Oh, Lily is so happy. Look for Oath in Felghana also for the PSP, E7 also for the PSP. There's rumors that we may get some PS3 ports of things. Almost all these games can be found on PC as well. And Ys 1 and 2 can also be found on WiiWare, on PSN, I think on Xbox Live. I don't really know about that. But here we go, showing those familiar faces. Clutching the Black Pearl. And a little bit of a risque picture, not really, but on the edge, with their wings. Ancient Ys vanished, the final chapter. The end. And that's the end of this Let's Play. Like I said, there's some bonus things that I didn't show you during the normal playthrough, because it wasn't really important. I'll go back and cover those. And then, well, actually, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from Ys, and I'll be doing a silly little Let's Play of Recettear. Very fun little game, sort of a shop sim, which you would never believe is as amazingly fun as it is. But trust me, it's amazing. It's also part Ys. You won't believe me till you see it, but check it out. And also, I'm preparing to do a little bit of a Minecraft video, which I will still be peppering those out occasionally, but there are people that have done far better with Minecraft than me, who are much better with things like redstone and construction and have a lot more patience. So, rather than try and be one of the people that suck, I'm going to try and stick to something that I haven't seen as many people do. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have yourself an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you. So the first bonus, little bonus rather,